this is Catherine from Accelerated Reader. Today, I will be reading Queen Vernita's Visitors, written by Dr. Dawn Menge, illustrated by Bobbi Switzer. Before I begin reading, I would like to give a big thanks to author Dr. Dawn Menge for sending me this book to read on my channel. In the description below, I have included links where you can find more books written by Dr. Dawn Menge. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Vernita was the queen of the majestic world called Oceaneer. She lived in a beautiful castle that was covered in ivy and red roses. Vernita loved being the queen, but she missed all of her friends from the land of quails. She hadn't seen them in such a long time. Queen Vernita looked at her calendar to see how long it had been. She counted. 1 January, 2 February, 3 March, 4 April, 5 May, 6 June, 7 July, 8 August, 9 September, 10 October, 11 November, and 12 December. It has been 1 whole year since I have seen my friends. Queen Vernita decided to invite a friend to come and visit her during each month of the year. That night, Queen Vernita wrote 12 invitations to her 12 friends. In January, she invited Debbie. Debbie stayed from January 1st to January 31st. Queen Vernita loved her visit with Debbie. On Mondays, they played Jolly Jump Rope. On Tuesdays, they played Juggling Jacks. On Wednesdays, they played Foursquare. On Thursdays, they watched marvelous movies. On Fridays, they popped pumpernickel popcorn. On Saturdays, they went for long walks around the castle. On Sundays, they stayed home and read 3 books. In February, Tommy came to visit. On Mondays, they played catch with Tommy's old worn gloves. On Tuesdays, they played school and practiced writing their ABCs in cursive. On Wednesdays, they watched movies and ate popcorn. On Thursdays, they rode on their sleds down the big hill behind the castle. On Fridays, they had a huge snowball fight. On Saturdays, they made beautiful snow angels. On Sundays, they laid by the fireplace and took long naps, snoring loudly. Tommy stayed for only 28 days because this year was not a leap year. In March, Dana came to visit. She stayed for all 31 days and brought her 7 favorite board games. Queen Vernita and Dana played a new one each day of the week. On Mondays, they played Monster Bash. On Tuesdays, they played Twisted Twisty. On Wednesdays, they played Wiggle Free. On Thursdays, they played Think It Through. On Fridays, they played Freeze Machine. On Saturdays, they played Sink the Ball. On Sundays, they played Sour Grapes. In April, spring brought warmer weather and Kale with his dog Scrapers. Queen Vernita loved playing with Kale and his dog. She played with him all 30 days of April, even during the April showers. On Mondays, they played Belly Ball. On Tuesdays, they played Catch the Tail. On Wednesdays, they chased Scrapers, the dog, around the castle. On Thursdays, they skipped around the castle. On Fridays, they stayed inside and played the Jester's Wild card game. On Saturdays, they went into town to play miniature golf. On Sundays, they dug carrots out of the garden. In the month of May, Jeremy came. He loved to see all of the flowers that the April showers brought. They picked flowers for all of the 31 days of May. On Mondays, they picked merry marigolds. On Tuesdays, they picked tiny tulips. On Wednesdays, they picked wild wedding bells. On Thursdays, they picked thorny thistles. On Fridays, they picked the freshest freesias Jeremy had ever seen. On Saturdays, they picked sunny sunflowers. On Sundays, they picked shiny shell flowers. Jeremy had so many flowers, he could hardly get them all home. June was the beginning of summer, and that's when Wesley came to visit the land of Oceania. Queen Vernita and Wesley had a great time playing in the summer sun. On Mondays, they climbed the big pine tree outside. On Tuesdays, they went for a drive in the countryside. On Wednesdays, they painted pictures about their favorite activity of the week. On Thursdays, they slept outside and gazed at the stars. On Fridays, they went cosmic bowling. On Saturdays, they went to listen to music at the park. On Sundays, they enjoyed yummy ice cream sundaes. Queen Vernita and Wesley thought that all 30 days of June were enchanting. When July came, so did Ashley. They decided to explore the beautiful white sands of the Oceaneers beach. The girls had a wonderful time playing on the beach. On Mondays, they built enormous sandcastles. On Tuesdays, they played frisbee in the waves. On Wednesdays, they boogie boarded. On Thursdays, they walked on the pier. On Fridays, they ate fried fish tacos. On Saturdays, they collected sticky starfish. On Sundays, they just lay in the sun and got a suntan. Queen Vernita and Ashley had 31 glorious days of July to spend lounging at the Oceaneers beach. Queen Vernita was sad to see Ashley go. Then came August, and Hannah came to visit. August is a very hot time in the land of Oceaneers. So they decided to go to the mountains and go camping for the 31 hot days of August. They had so much fun exploring the mountains. On Mondays, they went hiking. On Tuesdays, they fished in the stream. On Wednesdays, they slept outside of their tents so they could count all of the stars. On Thursdays, they went for a walk on the nature trail. On Fridays, they collected pine cones. Saturday nights, they made a campfire and cooked s'mores. They were so gooey and yummy, made of marshmallows, graham crackers, and chocolate. On Sundays, they sat and listened to the sounds of the forest. I love camping in the forests of Oceaneers. I can't wait to come back next year, said Hannah. I am having a great time too. I will count all 12 months until we can do this again, replied Queen Vernita. As the season of summer left, fall came. Along with the changing of the leaves' colors came Virginia. September is apple picking time. For the whole 30 days, they picked apples and made delicious smelling food for all the village people. On Mondays, they made apple pie. On Tuesdays, they made apple tarts. On Wednesdays, they ate applesauce. On Thursdays, they ate the apples right off of the trees. On Fridays, they made apple fritters. On Saturdays, they made baked apples. On Sundays, they made cinnamon apple cakes. On the 30th day of September, the whole village gathered to say goodbye to Virginia. "We will miss your wonderful apple desserts. We will count all 12 months until you return," they chanted. In October, the days became shorter and all the leaves had changed colors. They were bright orange, yellow, red, brown, and purple. Mike brought with him a big bag. "I want to pick pumpkins, make pumpkin pie, pumpkin seeds, and jack-o'-lanterns and collect lots of beautiful leaves." "That sounds great, Mike," Queen Vernita said. So they did just that. On Mondays, they picked pumpkins. On Tuesdays, they made pumpkin pies. On Wednesdays, they made pumpkin seeds. On Thursdays, they made jack-o'-lanterns. On Fridays, they collected orange and red leaves. On Saturdays, they collected yellow and brown leaves. On Sundays, they collected purple leaves. At the end of the 31 days of October, Mike gathered all of his fall collections to take back to his family. "I will see you again in 1 year, Queen Vernita. This is 12 short months away." In November, the village of Oceaners celebrates turkeys. For the whole 30 days, they eat nothing but turkey meals for dinner. Nicole was so excited. This was her month to visit Queen Vernita, and she loved turkey. So, on Mondays, they ate turkey pot pies. On Tuesdays, they ate turkey with mashed potatoes. On Wednesdays, they ate hot turkey sandwiches. On Thursdays, they ate turkey with cranberries. On Fridays, they ate cold turkey sandwiches. On Saturdays, they ate turkey soup. On Sundays, they ate a big feast with the entire village. Everyone brought their favorite turkey dish. December was the last month of the year and the beginning of the season of winter. Tyler Ann was Queen Vernita's last visitor of the year. She stayed for all 31 days of December. They did lots of fun things during their visit. On Mondays, they raked all of the leaves. On Tuesdays, they sat by the fireplace. Queen Vernita and Tyler Ann looked out the big picture window and watched the falling snow. On Wednesdays, they strung popcorn on string for the birds. On Thursdays, they made crunchy caramel cookies. On Fridays, they went to see all of the sparkling Christmas lights. On Saturdays, they wrapped presents with big, bright bows. On Sundays, they sang cheery Christmas carols. Tyler Ann stayed until the end of the year. On January 1st, she wished Queen Vernita a Happy New Year and packed her bags. As Queen Vernita watched Tyler Ann drive away from her beautiful castle, she could see in the distance that her wonderful friend Debbie was on her way for her month-long visit. "I am so glad that I have 12 such great friends to come and visit me on each of the 12 months of the year," said Queen Vernita as she walked up to greet Debbie. The end. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.